said we wasn't gonna be sitting here like I can't believe this. I ain't got no time for my life. Said I lost my job, she hit the gas, yo. Shacking up here with my mama. She don't want me here, too much drama. Roll another one, I need a shot in it. Take the pain away, make it numb to me. Take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes low. Hope to God I see another day. Yeah, roll up, pull up, pull up. I need another shot to the head. Roll up, pull up, pull up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. Pain is pleasure. I've made mistakes. I'll never forget them. They made me this way. Cause my heart is so cold. And you want me to change. But it ain't me. And it can't be, no. I'll never hit rock bottom. You say that you need it, then I got it. You're not trying to help, that's a problem. Fall way hard to the top. I said take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes low. Pray to God I see another day. Oh, roll up, pull up, pull up. I need another shot to the head. Roll up, pull up, pull up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. You can never feel my shoes, cause you're not like me and I'm not like you. I put it on the line and I mean that. I'm chasing my dream and I'm a cash daddy, yeah. You can never live the way I live and do none of the things that I did. Roll up, pull up, pull up. I don't need no shots to the head. Pull up, roll up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. No. Yeah. Roll up, pull up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. Roll up, pull up. I don't need another shot to the head. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once again, that's that joint. That's joint inspired right there, man.
Say word, man. That joint is a nice song.
Picked up by 22 stations.
Word,
including us.
Word, including us, right?
Yeah, so now, let me ask you something, man. If there's anything out there, man, that you know, that you want the people to touch up on and know about Sir Preme that we ain't touch up on. And matter of fact, let's bring his team out here. Come on, come out here. Show the world. Don't be shy.
Word, don't be shy. Just come over and say hi.
I brought some of the Stay Woke girls with me. Look.
You know, we gotta let them share the mic so they can say their names and say shout out. Go ahead, say what's.
Hey guys, my name is Shawnee.
Gotta get close to the mic.
Shayla.
Y'all shy, you gotta get close to the mic.
Hey guys, my name is Shawnee. My name is Shayla.
Now, what y'all feel about the homie? Like, show him up, tell the world what y'all know about him.
He's dope, man. He's really dope. As his music is great. As he called himself the future of R&B. And he about to bring R&B back on the map. Like, y'all really gotta check him out. Like, on some real, his music is fire.
Now, y'all get to hear him on, like, stuff we ain't heard yet. You know what I mean? So if y'all, and I know y'all probably, like, heard, like, an album worth of stuff. What would y'all say his album is like if you had to rate it from 1 to 10?
It's a 10. Pass it. It's life. It really is life. Like, you guys, just wait for it. It's coming out soon. Trust me.
That's what's up, man. I like that. Now, man, tell the people where they can find you, man, and if they want to get you to do a show or if they want to follow you, let the people know where they can get your music.
You can follow me on the gram at Sir_Preme_King. You can find me on SoundCloud, Sir Preme _King, all that. Everything is the same. Sir_Preme_King. You can find me on YouTube, Sir Preme. Type in Pain or it's whatever. I got 2 videos on there, big ones. They doing numbers. You can find me on every digital platform. You know what I'm saying? So go out there and go get Pain. Go get my single. Listen for me on the radio, man. Please request it.
Yo,
what's up.
Stu, I thought he was gonna serenade the mic.
Oh
man.
yeah.
I thought he was gonna serenade the mic,
Free
man.
vibe, serenade the
Word
mic
up,
before
man.
you go. You got a music or instrumental for the kid to kill.
You over there for him, man.
You got any
What was that
request or
instrumental
something?
that he said, man?
that you
I could go acapella, get y'all something.
All right, let him go
Like,
acapella. Let him go acapella. He gonna go acapella. Let's do
All
it.
right, it's for the ladies. Let's do it for the ladies. Okay.
How many licks would it take to make you mine? Ay, 'cause I don't wanna play you waste no time. No, you're all that I want, baby, and all that I need. Oh,
Nah, that's that. That's that.
Yo,
new shit
that's
coming out, man.
acapella. That's live.
That new shit coming
That's
out.
nothing. No other tune. That's live. I see why you say people compare it to the Anthony
Yeah,
Hamilton.
man.
You know what I mean? Hamilton
Throw it
and
in
joint.
there.
You got that strong voice, man. But yo, you got a home here, man, on the Russell
Love,
Stu
love,
Show. You know,
man.
keep sending us the joints.
I appreciate
you know what I
y'all,
mean?
man.
Thank
We
y'all for
definitely
coming
appreciate
through,
that, man.
And,
Word up,
yo,
man.
you know what I want to do? Let's play that Pain joint one more time.
One more time.
Here we go,
Stay
baby.
woke.
We're gonna round down.
Stay woke. One more
Shout out
time.
that.
Man, bigger ranking over at Vertical, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Word. Shout out
everybody over
Bigger
there.
Rakin, man.
Word.
Diamond Duval Award. Shout out to everybody that's there right
Actually,
now.
shout out Ike Numbers too, to my man Ike Numbers. Shout out the whole family over there at Vertical, you know.
Hazel Lux.
All right.
You go.
Remember they said we wasn't gonna be shit. Sitting here like I can't believe this. I ain't got no time for my last girl. Said I lost my job, she hit the gas, yo. Shacking up here with my mama. She don't want me here, too much drama. Roll another one, I need a shot in it. Take the pain away, make it numb to me. Take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes low. Hope to God I see another day. Yeah, roll up, pull up, pull up. I need another shot to the head. Roll up, pull up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. Pain is pleasure. I've made mistakes. I'll never forget them. They made me this way. 'Cause my heart is so cold. And you want me to change. But it ain't me. And it can't be, no. I'll never hit rock bottom. You say that you need it, then I got it. You're not trying to help, that's a problem. Fall way hard to the top. I said take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes low. Pray to God I see another day. Oh, roll up, pull up. I need another shot to the head. Roll up, pull up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. You can never feel my shoes 'cause you're not like me and I'm not like you. I put it on the line and I mean that. I'm chasing my dream and I'm a cash daddy, yeah. You can never live the way I live and do none of the things that I did. Roll up, pull up. I don't need no shots to the head. Pull up, roll up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. No. Yeah. Roll up, pull up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. Roll up, pull up. I don't need another shot to the head. No.
WBSN, the Matrix Studios Network.
Yes. You know, we always breaking new talent here. You
Word,
know?
we always breaking new
when y'all
talent
see
here,
them on
man.
BET, just like now y'all see the Migos, just like y'all see Compton, you know what, Compton Buck, and you know what I'm saying, Compton
Yes.
Menace. You see all
Yes.
these guys. And they
Yes.
were starting what they started on here. You know what I mean? That's how it goes.
Word, we had the Migos on
Yeah,
our show when
of people,
when
I
the
can't
Migos
even
was
name
just
them.
blowing up. We had them on our show. Be
Can't even
word.
name, you know what I mean? But yo, once again,
Shout out to everybody over at Vertical Radio.
Oh, yeah, we
man.
did have
My man,
that.
Bigger Rankos.
first people.
Word, Bigger Rank and everything.
Yeah, shout out to that. That was a good interview.
Yeah, that was a good
Once again, we
interview,
want
man.
to
Word.
give a rest in peace. This show is in the memory of the Johnson family, right?
Yeah, to my man Dave Johnson,
To
man.
Dave Johnson, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know, shout out to his family. Shout out to everybody that's on 132 right now, cooking out in the name, and you know, in the name of the
memorial.
homie, for the memorial. It's a beautiful thing going on right now. So
Yeah.
we got Tank on the line.
We don't have Tank on the line?
All right.
Okay, cool. No problem.
Yeah. So, what we gonna talk about? Donald Trump?
You want to talk about Donald Trump? I don't care.
All
Maybe
right.
You want to get Tank back on the line?
Well,
man.
we can try.
Oh,
why-
we could
why
get
would
Earl
we-
on the line.
We can get anybody on the line, whoever want to get on the line. But let's talk about let's talk about something. Yo, anyway,
Go ahead.
Russ,
Talk to
yeah, from what I be understanding, man, I heard you about ready to get a nice new whip, man.
That's neither here nor there, man.
I'm just
Talk about
saying, because you know, I
about
was walking, and a nigga told me
no,
you had.
no, 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 no,
you
no, no, no,
niggas-
no,
I'm your partner. Like I'm trying to find out.
No, we're not gonna do that today, homeboy. Not today. Not today. Not today.
He said he ain't set me up today.
You ain't set me up today, B.
Yeah,
You set me
anyway.
up for like a month. I don't. Never mind.
Yeah, shout out to
Never
everybody.
mind.
Shout out to
Word up.
Dr. Miami. With the big
Word
shout
up.
out to
Yeah,
him.
shout out to Dr. Miami and everything, man. Word.
As we speak right now, people are looking at us on, you know, radio we can see, WVIE, Virgin Islands, WHPR 88.1, Michigan, and Detroit. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Live. And they watching us on live TV, Comcast, TV 33. So shout out to everybody. You can get us on demand. On demand. That's right. On demand. On College Underground Radio and College Underground TV. So you can check out the Russ and Stu show. So that's what we're doing.
Word up, B.
So Russ,
Big shout out to
do you wanna
WHPR
shout out to your
Detroit, man? Word.
who made that beautiful vest, man? That's a nice vest, bro. I
Word,
think it's hot.
man. Shout out to my man Red, man. My man Red made me a nice little vest today, man. I gotta give it to him, a little double vest. Yo, that's real cool that he did for me, man.
Now-
Word up, man. I like that, man. Word
How
up,
do-
shoes.
How do people get it? You know, people do Red make clothes like that. He makes it like that for everybody. Like he's just your personal. Dude.
He ain't my personal, man. I really don't want to give it out, man, because once I give it out, then everybody gonna be doing it and everything, man. So let me rock out for at least 3-4 months.
3-4
and then
months. All
I'll
right.
give it out, B. Word. Let me.
Because you know
rock
he putting outfits together to go with the headphones and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they go with the headphones, my G. Like, I gotta get in there. I gotta get up on this right now.
You definitely do, B. You definitely do, B. But let's go into your man entertainment, man. And let's talk
All right.
about your man Donald Trump, how he let off these 60 missiles.
Wow.
59 blew up, didn't do nothing.
I want to
There was
ask.
beefing with your man Obama when Obama was trying to do it.
Exactly. That's what I want to ask people out there. I want to ask everybody out there that's listening to us, that's watching us in all these places. When Obama tried to do it, first of all, they denied him. He asked them.
Yes.
He tried to do it. Now, if Obama would have did it the way Donald Trump would have did it, what would the Republicans been saying? Now, and I want to know something else. Why do Republicans love war so much? Why every time when the Republicans is in office, we are going to war? Like, you know, that's like we just got out of 8 years, we ain't have no war. We was in war with Bush. The Republicans was in. Now we back to war. Only 100 days into office, you trying to pull us into war?
Already, and then he didn't even let nobody know that he was going to do this. I just like,
This is-
I thought he was supposed to tell somebody if you declare war, you declare war, but
But we
you
know
gotta
what
let
that's
somebody
about.
know that you're declaring war.
But we know what's that about. That right there is about trying to hide the whole Russia secrets, everything that they find out about Russia now. That's like distract. That's an old trick. Every show, we ain't even MSNBC, me and Russ ain't even CNN, we ain't even Fox Network News, but we know that that's a Kabubi scam.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
We know that you trying to pull over a wig over America's head.
Yeah.
You trying to put something out there so we could be like, oh, he threw a bomb, we going to war. So we can stop talking about all these ties and all these close connections to Russia. But I feel like every Republican that backs him up, that fires him, if we find out something, they should all be locked up.
To be truthful with you, the Republicans don't want to back him, but then they have to
But they still backing him, man. It's supposed to be for the country.
Some of them don't want to back him because, they
John
look kind of stupid, but they got to back him because he's the president.
Now, I'm a Democrat, but one Republican I will vote for right now, Russ,
Go ahead.
because he never not once, all those dudes that when Donald Trump, when he was dissing them, when the Republicans was running for office to get the nominations, all those dudes, Marco Rubio a little bit back and forth, but he sucked up too. Cruz, I looked at Ted Cruz. He said something about your girl. Homeboy that? Nah. Ted Cruz said something about his girl. Now, the only one, Kasich, the only one that never came back, that never said nothing, stood his stand for the whole trip. Like, this is how I feel. I ain't messing with him. I ain't rocking with him. This is what, I'm from Ohio. That's it. So I might, if it was a Democrat I didn't like, just because Kasich stood his ground like that, I might vote Republican for Kasich. Because for real, he was the first Republican I ever seen that was true to what he said.
Yes.
I seen everybody else came out. Once he got in office, everybody else started running like, oh, we got to get to be with him. Oh, he's the president. Oh, we scared of him. This Nunes dude, he just ruined his career for this guy, man.
Yo, didn't he just not get caught up in a lie?
You just ruined your career for your whole family for this dude, man.
$100,000 job down to $2.
What's up with that?
$120,000 job down to $2.
Like, just for this dude, and then you didn't see how he threw Flynn under the bus? You didn't see how Flynn is just a volunteer. How he become from being the National Secretary of Defense to being just a volunteer in the election? He threw him under the bus.
Hegel the thing that kills me.
Carter Page under the bus.
Hegel the thing that kills me, man.
Hold up. The one nobody thought was going on the bus just got thrown under the bus.
Who?
Manning. What's his name? What's his name? What's the David O'Bannon? Bannon. Bannon, the Bannon guy. The one from Brightheart.
Yeah.
Threw him under the bus just now.
That's how it is.
He only cared about his kids. His kids and his wives.
Ain't there's a conflict of interest? Like, how you gonna go and have a meeting in Florida? What happened to Camp David?
It costs us Americans $3 million a weekend.
Yo, whatever happened to Camp David, Dre Wood?
$3 million a weekend.
Whatever happened to Camp David, B? I thought, like, the reason why you go to Camp David is because you don't want nobody to tape your conversation. You don't want to be seen at Camp David.
He could do all his dirt in Mar-a-Lago.
How you going to take
That's
this?
what it is. It's straight up. Mar-a-Lago can do all his dirt.
That's not a conflict of
It
interest.
should. If it was a black man named Obama, it would be. But if it was a white man named Bill Clinton, it would be. But it's not named Republican. It doesn't got nothing to do with color. It got something to do with Republican.
But how do you take the man there? Then gonna say, yo, we don't have.
And if it was a white lady named Clinton, it would be the same thing too. Let's keep it real.
We don't have a liquor license, so put the liquor license in my son's name.
Exactly.
That's not a conflict of interest. Just tell me, is there a conflict of interest with it?
Yes, it is to me.
Who is that, man?
It's Earl.
Put him through, please.
Let Earl come through. We got Earl in the building.
Please put Earl through.
Earl, are you there, brother?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hey, brother. Welcome to the show,
How
man.
you doing, man? Welcome to the Russ Stew Show, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, to God be the glory for this opportunity. I appreciate you taking time out to let me call in.
Thank you so much,
man. We appreciate you coming on this, even giving us time, man, because, you got that single that's buzzing, hitting everything right now, and you're doing it in a real positive, a real positive move. That's something that's real special, man. can you tell the people about your movement and everything? You know, when we get in. Matter of fact, before we even get into that, tell the people where you calling from and let them know a little bit about you.
Sure. My name is Earl, and I'm actually from North Carolina, Camp Lejeune. I currently reside in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and God's revealed to me my passion, purpose, and call is to represent Him in secular music. So I'm bringing music that is purely honest, that will reach people and bring a positive perspective, but also not shy away from talking about touchy subjects, but just bringing a Christ-like perspective on all that.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I mean, you know, it's been said that, you know, your music is kind of like bridging the gap, you know, and also, like you said, touching on touchy subjects. What made you decide that you wanted to go that way?
To be honest with you, God blessed me with this ability to do this and gave me this passion and calling, and He decided for me, if I'm to be honest with you. And I'm just so thankful that He's blessed me in many ways, but He's blessed me with this ability to do this, that I'm going to use it for His glory for the rest of my life and never minimize my God to maximize my success. And I know that I just want to bring that honesty and that joy to people and just be a positive light.
Okay.
Now, for those of y'all that don't know my man Earl, you know, he's a white rapper, and he's definitely bringing some positiveness, and you know what I'm saying, and he's bridging the gap, you know, through the races and all that. So he has a real deep story, a real deep movement. Like, let's tell him a little bit about your movement with your music and everything, and what you've been doing with your music.
Sure. I mean, I've been blessed with so many opportunities, from being on Fox 5 and, you know, being on, even now being blessed to speak about my music on radio stations and share honest music with people, and it's now being played nationwide and internationally. And the music is the whole acronym actually behind the name E.A.R.L is Existence After Real Love. And I know that when you experience Christ's love, you get your sense of what you're here for, what you were made to do. And for me, I want to bring that perspective of, you know, with all these different things happening in the world, and not saying every song is necessarily about race or any type of turmoil, but, you know, I do dance songs, I do anything that I feel that, you know, the Lord gives me. But I try to bring a perspective that shows if we just all were acted as Jesus acts, then, you know, the world would be a different place. And it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter your background, none of that. Music is a universal language, and I want people to feel love through that, whether it's love through understanding pain of circumstances I've encountered that God's helped me through, or a happy time, a joyful time, whatever the case may be. I want to reach those people that will never go to church, never listen to Christian radio, or you know, maybe not even go to a Christian concert or anything like that, and not bring church music, but bring music that puts God first, and that's what it's all about.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, with all the good you're doing, I know you have probably ran into some negative yourself, you know what I mean? Like people that was pretty negative. Like, how do you deal with that? You know, how, you know, did you want, you know, and tell us maybe some of the negative things that you ran into trying to push this music and push this great movement that you have.
Sure. I think probably one of the most difficult things for me, because I face struggles just like anybody else. And I think that that's beautiful because, you know, being that God uses imperfect people for his perfect plan, that's relatable. None of us are perfect. And for me, if he can use me, he can use anybody. I've messed up with the best of them. But, you know, people tend to tell me all the time, like, oh, you're going to have to create music like this, and you're going to have to talk about these things in music and that in music. And for me, it's not discouraging because I don't listen to it in a sense, and that's not in a disrespectful manner. But, you know, the beautiful thing about music is the blank canvas. I can share my perspective and my perception on a subject matter, and people can perceive it how they want to. Mm-hmm. They can either relate or not relate. But at the same time, you know, for me, I'm sharing my story, and I don't feel that I will have to be put into this box of, oh, you're making music that's labeled as Christian music. Well, no, I'm a Christian and I'm a musician by God's grace, I'm not, I don't want to be put in this box to where I can only share my music with people that go to church. That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So when people tell me, oh, you're going to have to do these things or that, to be successful, I would say that's probably one of the most negative things that I encounter, because they say, with this kind of perspective that you have, it's not going to work. It's never going to work. But for me, like I said, I never minimize my God to maximize my success. I want to bring honest music, and whether people can relate to the experiences that I have or not, I think everyone can have an understanding and a respect for a sense of honesty, and that's what it's all about.
That's what's up. I mean, yeah, I dig it, man. So, like, if what you see in music right now, if you could change one thing, what would be something that you would decide to change?
If I'm to be perfectly honest with you, I would like to see people. There's so many talented people out there that are just incredible musicians. And we all have an incredible passion, purpose, and call. But in music itself, I just wish people would realize where that talent came from. And I think if they realize where that talent came from, music itself would be completely different. You could impact in a way that music is lacking right now. And not saying, hey, I'm greater. It's not a competitive sense at all. It's not a competitive thing at all. I think it's beautiful that we're all so different and unique. And God does that too, but I just really think that if people understood and respect where their ability came from to do music and to create these beautiful songs and to share these stories, then music would be different.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you got the joint Fire in the Fuse. What was the whole inspiration and, what you doing that song?
Sure. Fire the Fuse is a story of how it seems that society is so easy to support things that are negative. And I'm not even just talking about one particular subject matter, just in general, if there's a story that goes around and it's negative and it's just turmoil, people are real quick, oh, did you hear that story? Oh, it's true. But if you want to share something that has faith or has hope in it, it's almost like society doesn't want to hear that. We're really quick to abolish that. And in the song, I say, why we must abolish such a good thing. And that's what I'm talking about. I talk about free will, coals in the palms of our hands. And it's almost like it's going to come to a point to where we put everything with hope down so much that time's going to come to where the smoke clears and we're going to realize, man, that one thing that we've been putting down and so reluctant to believe and against believing, rather, is the only thing that mattered the whole time. And for me, obviously, that's faith, but, that's what that whole song is about.
That's what's up, man. So we're going to get into that. I got the Fire in the Fuse song, right? So we're going to get into that, man, and we're going to come back. You know what I'm saying? We got Earl in the building. And we're going to come back and finish kicking with him. But we're going to jump into that song. Let's do that right now.
Up on the Russ and Stu.
such a good thing. I know where I'm going when I'm the chasing plume smoke is doubt fills the room. Premonition sparks days of the hope that's been pre-planned. With supply curve, hearts gravitate to narrow distance distance. Choke the weed pride and contemplate the questions why we must abolish such a good thing. Such a good thing. Such a good thing. Such a good why we must abolish such a good thing. I know where I'm going when I'm eventually bleed. Though a strangeness of a possibility, searching to mend, we keep climbing.
DSN, The Matrix Studios Network.
Yes.
That's
Welcome
a dope
back to
joint.
the Russ and Stu Show.
That's a dope joint, Earl.
Word, that's a real nice song, Earl. You still there, Earl? Is he still there?
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay,
we got you.
we got you.
That's a dope song, brother.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
That's the reason why MTV gave you the artist to watch for 2016, huh? Because of nice songs like that.
Hey, it's a blessing. MTV does an awesome thing for artists like myself who are trying to get discovered. They have Artist Link, which is a great website that really helps artists get their name out there. So I'm very appreciative of them allowing me to do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, you know, if there's anything we didn't touch up on, man, that you want the world to know about yourself and some of the stuff that you got coming and some of the things you're doing, let the world know it right now.
Absolutely. First and foremost, that you've given me the floor, I've got to thank you guys for blessing me with the opportunity to come on and speak with you all. I appreciate the support, and I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I'll never forget that you allowed me to come on your station and speak to you and share my music with you. I would say EarlOfficial.com is my website. You can reach all my social media through there. It's Earl Artist on Instagram, Earl Artist on Twitter, and Facebook is Earl, but EarlOfficial.com. And you can find the 4 singles that are out right now, which is Crush Diamonds, Release the Hold, Restless, and Fire the Fuse. And stay tuned for some more stuff. So I'm very excited. So
now, that song we was playing before we came back to you, that was Crush Diamonds, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. What was your inspiration on that song before we let you go, man?
Sure. Crush Diamonds is really explaining how when we share stories of maybe even negative things that we've gone through, if you think in the sense of a diamond, a diamond by itself, You know, that can be enjoyed by one person, but when that diamond's crushed, you can then spread that out and reach more people and be allowed to bless more people by sharing, you know, the kind of that crushing experience. But there's a sense of beauty in sharing that turmoil to help one another.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So, Earl, man, we thank you, man. Show the people where they can follow you, how they can keep up with you, get your music, get all information on you. Let them know how they can do that.
Sure, EarlOfficial.com, @EarlArtist on Twitter and Instagram, Earl Official Music on SoundCloud. Search Earl and then the song title, Fire the Fuse, on iTunes and all your major digital music outlets.
Once again, man, we thank you. We appreciate you. You got a home here on the Russ and Stu Show, and we're going to play that hot joint, Crushed Diamonds, by my man Earl. And let them know what the name Earl means one more time, just so, you know, for the people out there that just tuning in.
Existence after real love.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
All right, so let's get into that, yo.
DSN, The Matrix Studios Network.
Hearts eventually play. There was strength from us all the possibility. Searching to mend, we keep climbing. We're all crushed diamonds. Crushed diamonds. Chained down the river and the quay. Self-destruct, so razor lay. Until the aftermath, some flay. Running so blind. They don't see. These blank stares bring hollow answers. There's needed leaps, guided feet, trusted chances. Those paths we seem to think, the missing link we know. We just cut the roof for solitude, for this growth.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live, where the outside and independent artist gets to shine.
Yeah. Now, I'm not even going to let Russ mess his name up, because Russ be messing everybody's name up. Everybody that watched this show knows that my partner, he don't never get nobody's name right. So I'm going to let you introduce your own name, because we've been arguing over how to pronounce your last name.
The last name was pronounced Kearse. Randy
Kearse.
Kearse.
Oh,
There it is.
I think I was right.
I think Dre Wu was right.
Nah, somebody said Kearse. I think I said
Hey, man, what was
Well,
the
man.
name you said, man? What was the last name you said?
Okay,
Thank
that's
you.
what
It
it
is.
was right.
Kearse.
Thank you.
Kearse it is.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we got him in the building, you know what I'm saying? The author
Word.
of this great book right here, Changing Your Game Plan, is in the building, man. We welcome you to the show, and we thank you for coming, man.
I appreciate it.
Now, let's first of all, let's let the people know a little bit about yourself, you know, where you come from, I mean, you know, where you from, and how long you've been writing books and stuff
Okay,
like that.
well, you know, my name is Randy Kearse. I come from Brooklyn. I grew up in Farragut Projects downtown. You know, pretty much. Wow. You know, grew up in that.
You know the
environment.
Kennedys in Farragut?
I know everybody in Farragut. I grew up in Farragut. I'm from there.
My
so-
stepfather passed away last year, William Kennedy. The whole Kennedy, there's about 15, 18 of them over there in Farragut.
That's my stomping ground.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So
That's what's
basically, I've been writing for a few years, probably about 7, 8 years. But my writing is born out of my personal experiences and my journey and some of the things that I experienced. I've written over 5 books. Changing Your Game Plan is my best-selling book. is the book that I'm most known for. You know, the book that I use to help people understand, you know, some of the things that you can get caught up in the streets and, you know, and all those type of things. The life that I used to live, it got me incarcerated for 15 years. You know, I did Fed time. From the time I was 17 to the time I turned 50, you know, I've been kind of caught up in the criminal justice system. So born out of those experiences, I'm trying to educate and empower people on, especially young people, how to avoid getting caught up in that lifestyle and what that lifestyle really is about. You know, it's not about the glamour and all of the things that people try to make it seem like.
No doubt.
It's, you know, some type of game. So, and for those who are incarcerated or just trying to get out, on how they could actually, you know, get their life back together before they even get out.
And I think it's deep because, you know, it says how I use incarceration as a stepping stone for success. Now, there's a lot of cats that don't do that, you know what I mean? And so, like, what's, like, the basic step of that? Like, you know, how did you find it?
While I was incarcerated, man, I decided that I needed to make some changes in my life. You know, bottom line, you know, I didn't want to get out with the same mindset that got me in the first place. So I decided to work on myself. You know, I decided to make some real hard, you know, honest changes, you know, looking at the way I looked at life, my perception of, you know, my environment and all of those things that I had basically surrounded myself in and believed in. I started challenging those thoughts and those behaviors and those actions and that mindset. You know, I started working on my attitude. I started working on just doing a 360 on me. And before, because I knew that getting out is just half of the puzzle. You know, a lot of cats, they get in prison, they want to get out. They want to get out. Everybody want to get out. But a lot of people are not preparing to get out. A lot of people are not working on what they're going to do when they get out. They're not coming up with a plan, a feasible plan in order to actually, you know, stay out. Because that's your goal, is to stay out. You know?
Yeah,
that's the hardest part.
Like some of these brothers come out here and they come out to the same thing, the same people, end up falling into the same thing, getting locked up for the same thing over and over again.
Right.
But once they come out, if you show them a little difference, like, yo, my man, come over here to this barbershop with me. I want you to start cutting hair over here. I want you to start doing this. Then, you know, you direct them to go a little bit left. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of them coming out doing the same thing over and over again.
Now, like, what was your first step? When you got out, like, what was the first step, you know, the first
I mean, when I
move you
got
made?
out, I mean, after doing 15 years, you know, I had to kind of adjust to how
being
things
back
were
in-
back in society. But this is what I'm saying, when you go back to, like, when I was incarcerated, because I was preparing, I was pretty much already abreast of all the changes that happened in society, you know, with the technology and the cell phones and the computers and stuff like that. I just never applied it at that particular time. So when I got out, it took me about a week or two to get back in the flow and to reprogram myself. But I got me a minimum wage job. I worked as a messenger. You know, I didn't let my pride get in my way of thinking that was too much for me. You know, I couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I came from. And that was part of my plan. I worked a messenger job for a whole year. I ain't really buy no, you know, clothes that I didn't need. And, you know, I saved all my money and I bought a van. Then I started driving for the messenger company.
Okay.
So now I got my paper up, and I'm getting my paper up. Then I started slowly executing my plan, and I transitioned into the books, and it's been a rat. I never looked back.
So now
you know what I'm saying?
So you're not doing the messaging now.
Nah,
you're
just
doing
strictly
now.
books. You
That's
know,
what's up.
I got a company. It's called Reentry Strategies. It's a multimedia company. We create programs and workshops and different kind of media content to help formerly incarcerated individuals to properly prepare for getting back out in society. So my books, my workshop, I got a film series called Beyond Prison, Probation, and Parole. That's a program where we interview people that have been formerly incarcerated, telling their success stories and stuff like that. So everything that I do today is devoted to helping those who are still back there in the walls and preparing them for getting out.
Now, you know, when you start, like, the ready to change, like, me and Russ both know, like, when you ready to change, man, sometimes it be the negative trying to pull you back.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How
Absolutely.
did you know, overcome that? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Especially
I mean,
after 15 years.
I mean, it's a struggle, but I believed in what I was going to do. I believed in myself. And I knew that I could never go back to where I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what all of that entailed. You know, when we get caught up in the street, we think we're invincible. We think it ain't going to happen to us. We think it's going to happen to the next man. You know, we slick and we know all those things. So anytime that old mindset kind of try to creep its way back into my head, I just push it aside, man, because I told myself, like, yo, you know what's back there. You know, you ain't trying to go back there. And you pretty much almost like, for a while, you go to war with yourself, the good and the bad in you. You know, and then you have to make a decide. You have to decide, man, you know, what you want. You know, you have to decide what you want because, I mean, I'd rather have my worst day on the street than thinking I'm having my best day in prison.
I got you. That's real.
I got you.
You know, so that's where I roll.
So now, like, you cats that was locked up with you come home and try to come to you for advice or try to come seek for you to, you know, for some type of access or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
some type of things like that.
I run into people that I've been incarcerated with, and I try to encourage them to, you know, do positive and be positive. But I'm going to tell you right now, this book right here, Changing Your Game Plan, you know, it is honestly, you know, helping people really get their life together. You know, and I'm not going to sit up here and just try to big myself up. But this book right here, for anybody that's incarcerated and trying to make that transition, or you don't even have to be physically incarcerated. You know, you just got to want some change, you know, because you got a lot of people walking around that are mentally incarcerated. Never stepped foot a day in jail, but they locked up here, you know, and they stagnant in their life. They're not moving forward. So this book is about showing people things that they can do to apply to their life in order to get their life together. So what I do, I try to, you know, encourage the brothers, show them, you know what I'm saying, show them some love, give them some ideas on how they can get themselves together. But at the same time, you got to want it because everybody don't want it. Everybody talk about change, but everybody not about that change. You know, and you can't be one foot in the negative and 1 foot in the positive. You got to be both foot in the positive, you know? Because the negative sometimes is going to pull you back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I love where I come from. I love my hood. I love all of those things, but I don't find myself too much spending time down there because a lot of times it has a way of pulling you back into that life. So I'm just staying positive, you know?
That's what's up, man. So like where people can get your books and stuff like
that. Man, they can get my book online. They can find me at randykearse.co, www.randykearse.co. They can find me on the train because I sell my books on the train too.
Tell us some of the other books that you got, man, because I know you help write with other writers. You help other writers get books together. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
I co-wrote a book with my man J.M. Benjamin. He's a prolific urban fiction writer. He's one of the best in the game. But we wrote a book called From Incarceration to Incorporation. And what that book is about is showing people, you know, the steps that you got to take and some of the things that you got to do to become legit and how to transfer those street skills that you might have had, that street, you know, stuff that you was able to do on the street, but how to transfer them to a legit business. You know what I mean? How to do the publishing game, how to do. I've had a couple of businesses since I've been out. I wrote Street Talk, the official guide to hip hop and urban slanguage.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
750-page dictionary that interprets the whole hip hop and urban slang vernacular.
How long did it take you to do that?
That took me half my bid.
Wow. But don't you got a show that you was hosting underneath your belt too?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
The show is on hiatus, but the show is called Street Talk. Straight Talk with Randy Kearse is a show that focuses on issues that are detrimental to the black community and how we are affected and impacted by a lot of different issues. I've got a documentary that we're putting together called When the Smoke Clears. It's about the crack epidemic and, you know, the aftermath of the crack epidemic and how it impacted the black community, but also the politics, the racism, and how the media, you know what I'm saying, really hyped it up and really did us dirty back then in the 80s and the 90s. I got another book called The Street Survival Guide for the Black and Latino Male, where I'm trying to give young people, you know, a better understanding how to navigate the complex issues that they have to face out here in society. You know what I'm saying? Just being black and Latino, you know, they got a lot of, you know, things against them just by being, you know, a minority in society. So all of the work that I do, I try to use it as a way to empower people and for them to get the understanding of, you know, some of the choices that they got to make. Going back to Change Your Game Plan, there's actually a workbook that goes with this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's
That's right, get it out there.
It's over 50 chapters, and, you know, what most people do, they buy the book for their loved one that's incarcerated, and then they buy this book for their loved one that's incarcerated. Then they go and buy the workbook, because this tells you my personal journey of change and how I did it step by step. The workbook takes that person even a step further and show them how they can do it step by step by step. Because sometimes we got to evaluate who we are. A lot of us don't even know who we are. A lot of us think that we stand for stuff, then we don't really stand for stuff that really mean anything. You know, so I show people to really how to find themselves and create a blueprint for their life. You know, so that's what I'm about, man.
That's what's up, man. So I mean, like, so if a brother watching the show and they want to come to one of your workshops or something like that, how can they get
They
that?
can go to my workshop. I mean, they go to my website and see, some of the events that I'm doing, where I'm at. You know, sometimes reentry programs or correctional facilities that have me come and speak at some of their events and stuff like that.
You go to correctional facilities too?
I go everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this message needs to be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not just on the street. I go everywhere. I'll be over the summer. I'll be in the Midwest. I'll be in Cincinnati in July at the National Association of Blacks in Criminal Justice. I'll be in back in Indiana for the Black Expo. I'll be at some correctional educational work conferences out in Augusta. So I'm taking a show on the road this spring and summer. Man.
So I just got one more question. Do you have a book on how to impeach Donald Trump?
I wish, man. I wish, man. But, honestly, what I'm doing is very important for the times that we are in right now, because he's going to take a lot of money away, a lot of funding away from prison reform and criminal justice issues. So it's really important that someone that's locked up, that they got to understand that they got to give that person as much information and resources to help themselves, because help ain't coming. They about to do away with all that. They're going to go back to that lock them up and throw away the key thing. So I'm out here trying to, I'm trying to throw,
again.
Yeah, I'm trying to throw put a dent in the system by showing brothers how we can get out of that on our own.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up,
Well,
man.
yo.
That's what's up, man. Is there anything that we left out that you would like to talk about?
And let them know where they can, once again,
let the people know
how
where they can
follow
get
you.
it, man.
I mean, again, they can go to my website. It's www.randykearse.co, RANDYKEARSE.co. They can find me on Facebook, Randy Kearse, Instagram, Randy Kearse. Everything is Randy Kearse. If I had to say one thing, I would say that if you have an incarcerated loved one, and you don't give up on them, you know what I'm saying? Because they, everybody can change. You got to be the one that keeps drilling in their head that they got to make some positive changes, and just don't give up on them, man. That's what I would say, man. And don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself, man, because, we all make mistakes. We all been through something, but it's what we take out of those experiences that really truly make us who we are.
That's what's up, man.
And
Once
this
again,
brother right here, man, Randy Kearse, man, he did 15 years in prison, man.
Right,
He's an
federal
author,
time, bro.
Word, independent filmmaker. He hosts his own show, man, and he's here on the Russ and Stu show,
I
man.
appreciate you guys too,
man.
man.
I
Word up,
appreciate
honestly,
you,
man. I really appreciate you,
Get
man.
your story to a lot of young cats out
Appreciate
there.
that. And one more thing, what I would say is, it's not how much time I did, it's what I did with the time.
Exactly.
That's
what I'm saying. You got quite a few books. You know what I mean?
Because, Stu, I keep on telling you, Stu, one thing that I can never forget is that damn number, boy, that 89A1085. That's one number that just always just sticks in your head, B. Word, it always just sticks there, man.
And I mean, you guys have a platform. You guys have a voice, too, to show people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do this even though what we've been through.
Exactly.
And do the things that we experienced.
Yeah,
we
just doing it in a different form.
We got an obligation to give back, especially to our youth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because our youth right now, man, they need some help. They need OGs and guys that been through it to show them, like,
guide them to make sure they don't make them mistakes and skip over stuff that we've been through.
Because you got a lot of people out here today that's leading them in the wrong direction, whether it's through music. Even some of the literature that's being written.
Guys who ain't never did nothing.
Never did no time, never did
nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Giving these messages, and they sending these young boys up in there with 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they getting all of this time, and this dude getting all this money for perpetrating a fraud. That's what they're doing. They're perpetrating a fraud.
Exactly.
So we got to give it to them real anytime and every time that we can.
You can steer them another way. That's the way to go, B.
As long as we got OGs like you to come through, OG,
yeah, man.
we good,
man. Listen, I done took enough that in my life that I'm obligated to give back, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where it is, man.
So make sure, man, we gonna support that. You definitely got a home here. You know what I'm
Anything
saying?
you come out
Changing
with,
your game
please
plan.
just email me
nah,
like
I
you did
definitely, man. I
before.
appreciate
And
it.
Definitely
you'll
gotta
be
give
right
you that
here.
slang
man.
joint. I
Word.
need to
That
get
guy's
that.
dope.
Word, and you would be here.
I want to
really
make sure I ain't
appreciate
missing something on the slang joint, because I
really
might
appreciate
don't got all the words
guys
correct.
reaching out to me, man. Word up.
No doubt.
We're
Word,
gonna do this
man.
again, man.
For sure.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you guys.
Go on a song, man. And we gonna bring the youngins in, and we gonna be out of here. You know, we got like another half hour before we get up out here. But my man Trapper in the building, so we gonna bring him and the crew in the building. We gonna do our thing.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live, where the outside and independent artist gets to shine.
What's happening? This is the R&B lover Sincere Grant, and I'm always listening to the Russ and Stu show when I'm riding through Harlem. So keep it locked right here. Yeah. I've been tossing out parties, have turned all night, waiting till I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. And you can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. I got this money in my pockets, looking for the one that's gon' drop it. I'm talking shit that make a man move his ring to his other hand when she dances, she pop it. Watch the way she wiggle and stop it. Climb the pole, touch the ceiling and drop it. Yeah, thinking that's a stack right there. Go work that thing overhead, and I'm gon' stare. Slapping with the ducats, eating over here, so she really like it. Around here, looking all you see is bread. Look at you go, girl, you gon' get ahead, cause you do it so well. Go get the money, pockets on swell, girl, come get the money. Waiting on you, like you was the money. Pockets just burning, stuff full of honey. I've been tossing out funds, have turned all night, waiting till I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. You can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. Baby got a body like a rocket, so you know I'm about to empty my pockets. Hey now, it ain't tricking if you got it. What you say? Strip club is the club, how we rockin'. Looking over, thinking they can top it. Stacks over here, over there, what you dropping? And fool, she would never try to stop it. She get money while I never knock it. Big fine girl, bread and some stockings. Reason why my mama wouldn't let me out of pocket. I stop it and she say, boy, stop it. But she just frontin' cause she hit me in the lobby. When she give me lap dance, felt the grab when she drop it. Grab when she drop it, throw my cash when she drop it in. And I know you can last, don't stop it. Do it fast, don't stop it. Throw my cash when you drop it in. I've been tossing out funds, have turned all night, but until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. You can tell I throw stacks, cause the logo's on my hat, my shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage, big face, hundreds on the stage. Girl, you know you can get whatever you want. Just keep doing what you came to do, and we gon' roll out what you pay your dues. Ain't no need to complicate it, girl, I've been waiting for you. And I know you're seeing all this cake, but this ain't Nathan, it's true. Bust it down like a brick, then I taste what's in it. Can't be bending, it's my minute. You say you can't take it and you want me to finish, but this you fine, I'm loving every minute. Baby, do your thing, let me know you ain't playing it. Got that action, no acting. Baby, got a that'll make it go up, and I got cash that'll make him throw up. So make it go up. Tossing out funds, have turned all night, but until I see you under them lights. Now I'm throwing big money on the stage. What up? This is the R&B lover Sincere Grant, and I'm always rocking with DJ Willie Hayes. So keep it locked right here. My shirt, my pants, my shoes. I'm throwing big money on the stage. Big face, hundreds on the stage.
seems more out of fit. Weighing down upon each and every thought through inquisitions, nets trying not to get caught now. I think this ground game from this week part of me. And I'm beginning to feel my existence. All of apprehension's venom has lost its sting. Voice of reason captivates upon existence. Now I'm not plagiarized or remotely sound pretentious. I've tried to balance fences. They're relentless, unsubmissive. Almost plowed into a vision. Only prying at the distance. And restless I would constantly toss and turn. Broken down, torn apart over here. And I am as a lay staring at the ceiling. Restful, unconcerned. Humbly sharing stories. Let the midnight oil burn.
The Matrix Studios Network.
Stu Show.
Ow.
I am your host, Russ. And to the left of me, I got who?
Your man DJ Big Stu.
And
we in the building.
That's right. We definitely in the building. And on today's show,
yes,
we gonna have Miss Erica
Pinkett.
Miss Erica Pinkett. You understand what I'm saying? Miss Erica Pinkett. She is playing the rape victim in the biopic for the TUPAC movie.
Yes, and y'all also know her for Love and Hip Hop.
That's
Atlanta.
right, from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was the one that in like 2014. Come on, man, OZ, come on. Oh,
no,
nah, it was in my bag, but don't worry about it. But anyway, Miss Erica
Pinkett.
Miss Erica Pinkett was in Love and Hip Hop. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
She was in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was the one that got slapped.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with her.
Word.
We also got in the building my man Booker G's. You know what I'm saying? Definitely wrote a book. You know what I mean? A nice book, a hot book that's going to turn into a film. Definitely it's called Locked Up and Put Away. It's a deep story. It's about some true stuff. When y'all hear that joint, it's real deep. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We're going to bring him in the building, you know? And we got my man Saint Nick in the building, right?
That's right. We got my man Saint Nick from Saint Nick Entertainment.
Yes.
He's a Harlem cat. He started off
with the legendary
Heavy D.
He gonna come back and give us some knowledge on.
He also got Pete Rock, CL Smooth. This man right here worked with so many people. It's a shame. He's from Yonkers, so
yes.
Yonkers, please stand up.
Yes.
What's their area code? 914?
I don't know the area code.
What's that, 914?
914.
Please stand up, baby.
Yes, if y'all in the building, 718-239-9200. He's definitely gonna come and drop some knowledge on all that stuff, the whole movement. They got the compilation. You know, they celebrating. It's the anniversary. I listened to the joints, some definitely real hip hop. Take you back to that 90s hip hop feel. Definitely them hot beats on there. So I listened to all them joints the other day. So yeah, it's definitely fire, Russ.
That is fire. And shout out to College Underground Radio.
Yes.
Shout out to my people in Atlanta.
Yes.
Shout out to
WHPR 88.1 FM in Detroit. Shout out to WVIE 107.3 in Virgin Islands. Shout out to College Underground Television.
That's right.
Also shout, for all the others.
TV33.
TV33, Comcast, 90, Channel 90. We all over. Global Radio. Shout out to everybody at Vertical Global Radio out there in Louisiana, Texas, Dallas, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. Shout out to everybody. We always got to give a shout out.
This show is also live in Detroit in 33 cities right now.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, the Russ is too.
What you want to do? You want to talk?
Let's bring the legend up. Let's bring the legend up.
Mano, as you sitting there on this show, man, what you gonna do, B? You gonna play the background? What you gonna do on this show, B? All right, cool, no problem. Now, back to you, my brother Stu. Tell me what you want to do, my brother Stu.
What I want to do right now, let's bring the brother in. Let's jump into a song and then bring the brother in, All
right, cool.
I'm going to let my man do one of your songs, though, because I know you got your little artists back there. You got a couple of your artists. Give me somebody out your crew, huh? Yeah, give me one of John James.
And I want to
joints.
welcome everybody to the Russ and Stu Show. Feel free to
shout out to my man Chad Hall. I see Chad. I see you out there, Chad. I see you on the line.
718-239-9200, or y'all can look us up on www.thematrixstudio.com. We also is up on Ustream.com, Facebook, Instagram.
Everywhere.
We everywhere.
We everywhere.
Word.
Just look for it. Just type in the Russ and Stu Show. That's all you got to do is just type in the Russ and Stu Show and Google, and you'll find us.
And yo, man, we're gonna come back, man, because I don't know if this is true or not, man, but I hope your man Chris Brown wasn't rocking out with a transvestite, man. Word up.
There's always
man.
some news.
Word up. Man.
There's always some news to talk about.
Russ
Well, let's do that. Let's get into that joint. Let's get into one of them joints by my man John James. We in the building. Come back with my man Saint Nick in the building.
I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you.
100 shots, love drunk off a bad bitch.
If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me.
Baby, it's so fine, you stay up on my mind. I trade $1 million just to play with my little dime. Oh, and you've been waving me them signs. I met a lot of girls, but never you, you're one of a kind. That bitch of the century. Oh, there's just something in your energy. Yeah, love drunken up your Hennessy. Yeah, another shot is what I need.
I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you.
100 shots, love drunk off a bad bitch.
If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me.
Oh, so many girls that I could call, but none of them are you, just maybe we could have it all. Oh, I don't really know, but I know I gotta find a for sure. Is it all just in my head, or is it something that's too real to just go and pretend? If I don't find out, then this just might be something I regret. Already hit it once, but this is not a simple hit and quit. No. I've been thinking about you, baby. I've been thinking about you crazy. When I get back in town, I need to see you quick. Might just have to take you on my next trip.
I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you.
100 shots, love drunk off a bad bitch.
If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me.
I remember when we first met thinking something's different about the way this feels, and I've been thinking ever since it. Heaven sent you.
Angelic in your eyes, a naughty little devil when you're heading up the ride and you're giving me the vibe.
You could be riding down for it. Oh, you could be on the wifey tip. Either way, I can't forget you. Summer, fall, and winter, I've been springing since I met you.
I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you, girl. I've been thinking about you.
100 shots, love drunk off a bad bitch.
If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me. If you want me, boy, come on, prove it to me.
We in the building.
Word,
we
we in
got
the
my
building.
man Saint Nick from Saint Nick Entertainment. You know what I mean?
How you doing, everybody?
How you feel, man? Welcome to the game, man. I mean, first of all, man, before we get even, we want to let you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you from, and how the whole movement started.
All right. Well, I want to first clear that up. I'm not in Yonkers. I'm in Mount Vernon. I'm
Okay.
by the way of Harlem, though. You know, I'm born and raised in Harlem. I got my name Nicholas from the street I was raised on 119th Street, St. Nicholas Avenue, or inside Hand Hospital. So moved up to Mount Vernon. You know, long story short, befriended my man Heavy D way before the music and everything. And as he started merging, was along, you know, with him, took me along for the ride. He opened up a lot of people, a lot of doors in Mount Vernon, a lot of opportunities to kind of get into the music business, inadvertently. I started out as a graphic designer. I did his logo, as a whole bunch of different logos to work with. God bless the dead, my man Deferred. You know, we would go shirts, made a lot of shirts and a lot of stuff, promotional things for Uptown Records, things of that nature. So my interaction with the music business helped me into like helping out artists, giving them directions, some things I knew just from composed an artist of mine, formerly from rap group that Pete Rock had called Iron Eye, with Robbo. I had just came off of managing Pete. We did the Soul Survivor 1 album, and then after that, me and Rob started the Saint Nick Entertainment thing, and that's why. And then, long story short, so Rob, he goes, we had a run for a few years putting out independent records through Unique Distribution, Fat Beats, and it was a lot of wax at the time. It wasn't really big in the CD or opportunities cats got these days. Incredible. It took so much money to just do anything back in the day. But we did it, and so inadvertently we was pushing these singles, and we had a strong international following. And long story short, I didn't know I would wind up working with Pete CL back, and fast forward, Rob had, stepped away from the game. He had family. He started dealing with other things, and so I went back and got Pete and CL, and we started putting out independent records and getting them back into play. And then them two wound up going to the wayside, and then so me and CL kind of just took the steam and just never looked back. And we just put out records, got there. We put Koch Records, put out American Me, an album, put out independent mixtapes and all. Shout out to J. Period. He did one of the most phenomenal pieces that's out there called Man on Fire. And so just ran with them all these years, and then picking up groups as and warming them up, and put my own bread in it, whatever have you, and releasing them and distributing them. And the game shifted now, started getting a little easier, so we started working through iTunes, and ain't really need the majors no more. Me and CL kind of toured the whole world, so we kind of put the stamp on being out doing shows, being a part of the whole new circuit of that way, and getting the records broken. So long story short, 20 years has passed, and I have a slew of records that's been out on a whole bunch of artists that we've been pushing, and they wanted to celebrate the fact that I have been doing this 20 years, and maybe look forward to doing it another 20. Looking for new artists, and I know the game has changed. So, but this music is kind of like stated and stamped, and in the time it was made. So as far as you hearing it, it ain't like the records was fabricated this time. We know how to make them records in our sleep, but these records were made in the essence of when they were made. And so as we promote them, I wanted to keep it like to the core. Artists have changed over the years. They've gotten older. They're in a different place right now. But that don't mean that music wasn't what it was back then. So that's kind of why I'm here as opposed to Robbo. Robbo is a fireman now. He's in a different place. But he's one of the first artists I started with, and I wanted to give his music a new breath, and hopefully a new generation could check for him. He was one of the most phenomenal lyricists, the underrated cats that you've never heard of. But he's in the lane of Nas and Prodigy and all the rest of them cats, in that whole 96 flavor of rap.
That's what's up.
How many people is on this compilation album?
So the compilation is like I got Robbo, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, my girl Mecca. She's formerly, y'all might know Mecca from Feeling It. She did the record with Jay-Z. Feeling It, Clear the Glass, from the top of Moet. I actually managed her at that time, and we did the record Camp Low, and Jay-Z took it, and rest is history. But she is still around. She's relevant. She lives in Atlanta. She has a whole nice following going. She's got a new single out that we've been pushing called Free. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I want to ask you, now since you've been around a lot, what you feel is different between the hip hop and the time when y'all was really rolling hard and what's going down now in the game?
I hate to say it, but the label rapper has been thrown around too frivolous. Back in our days, you was born a rapper because you was nothing. Like we knew DMX was a star in high school.
Yes.
You know these things. It's not a fad. It's not chasing the illusion of it in the sense of, and no disrespect to these brothers out here these days, but because they don't know no better. But the game was a lot harder to be appreciated at that point. You know what I mean? So you had to come with something that was really poignant to say. It wasn't easy to just jump over anybody's particular beat and then be hot. And at that point, you had to really contribute to the game. Like you had to go. You got to think our predecessors, Rakim and people of that nature. KRS One started the hip hop culture where it was like really poignant, where you had to like say something, and then all the way up to Nas. And I think right now it kind of like broke. Like they can't say nothing because they just can't. But at this point, they shouldn't be labeled as rappers. I just don't think. Maybe it's a different form of music they should be calling themselves. But there's two turntables and microphone. There's bars. There's lyrics. There's upliftment. There's direction that you always have to apply. There's consciousness of what you're saying. There's people that you need to lead and people need to follow. But you know, at the end of the day, if you're mumbling, that's not cool. That's not something I could see me stamping. And I definitely don't see corporate America is putting money behind that. So how far are you going with that? I'll go out toward the world. So what helped the rap game blow up to where it's so international is the fact that struggle is real everywhere. And when you break down struggle, think about it. We go to another country, the country they don't know our lyrics verbatimly. They've broken it down in their words. So they know the lyrics and what you're saying. They just read it in Japan, or they've read it in German, they've read it in France, but it's still poignant. And if it's poignant, it spreads. It's like, we understand. That's what my artist, CL Smooth, biggest record, Reminisce. That record is internationally all over the place, because and it's a story of black struggle, a story of black character. Yet it feeds the masses of anyone who delves in struggle, who understands the fact of family, who understands the fact of loss. And that's why it's such a big record all over the world. So if people can kind of get that gist of how to make a record and understand that now, at our point, we was just happy to get the record played on a local radio station on come Friday, whether it's Mr. Magic or Marley Marl or Flex or whoever. Now you got the world at your palm with these freaking phones, and you ain't saying nothing.
Exactly.
You ain't saying nothing.
You right.
And in this time, y'all don't want to be Tupac. If Pac was alive, the Donald Trump, the records that would be made right now, if people like that were still alive and relevant,
crazy.
Please, wake up, everybody. Get the pen and paper going. You got the talent. You're just being lazy with it. You really are. Like, be somewhere where you have music that's going to be around 10 years from now. That's going to be relevant 10 years from now. That can stamp the time that we're in right now from saying, oh, that's what they were on back then. Not the drugs they were on, the revolution they were on, the movement they were on. That's what rap
sound that was of the time.
Rap was our newspaper. Rap was blacks because it was our way of speaking to each other without them understanding what we're saying. So if you're telling me what's going on in your hood,
making brothers unite.
Exactly, I'm understanding what's going on in your hood because I heard that record from that cat from your hood. But if everything's all rosy in your hood and you're throwing money all on the chicks, then don't tell me in the next record you're struggling and you ain't got nothing.
Well, you know what?
Right.
We're going to get into that Pete Rock joint, right?
I mean,
that's what we got. We got Pete Rock.
We ain't mad at you. We ain't mad at you.
Not one bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Nicky Taylor from St. Nick Entertainment.
Saint Nick.
From St. Nick
Harlem
Entertainment.
/ Mount Vernon.
Exactly. And and that's what he's talking about.
So we're going to get into some of the joints that's on the Celebration Anniversary compilation right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the first joint.
Feel free to call in. The number is 718-239-9200.
This Pete Rock CL Smooth right here, right?
Shout out to College Underground.
I want you to know how special you are to me. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. No place I wouldn't go. No treasure I couldn't find to make you mine. Listen up. It's like the moment you said you would be my girl. I knew right then I would give you the world. Yes. Treat you like a queen, baby, no other option. None. Here's what I do, though, spoil you rotten. Woo. Put you on a pedestal, show you my skills. Love you so much, even pay your bills. Right. Let you start a clean slate, regain focus. Get it. Rock on your hand, looking real ferocious. You set my soul on fire. While it's anything your heart could want or desire. Yes. Never wait long, mommy, I could make it snappy. Go above and beyond just to make you happy. Listen closely, I can be attentive. Yes. To set you free is my only incentive. Can support your goals, see your point of view. This what real men do, baby, anything for you.
I could tell by the
'cause I got it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Do it, 'cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. Oh, and I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Yes. Right from the spa to the beauty parlor. Check it. Toes and your nails done, get a massage. New condo plush toy in your garage. Yes. Fill the refrigerator up, how that feel? Huh? So anytime you're ready, you can cook that meal. Good. A frown is a smile, gray skies are blue. But my home ain't a home if it don't have you. Huh? Take you on trips, put your feet in the sand. Yes. Every wish you have now is my command. Get it. Make sure your eyeshadow match those lips. Huh? Holding my precious cargo in those whips. Wow. Valet my boo thing and step in the mall. Yes. Put any chick against that, you're crushing them all. I support your goals, see your point of view. It's what real men do, baby, anything for you. Yeah, cause I got it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Listen here, cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. So lovely, and I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. For you, anything for you. Step it up now. In pink diamonds, red bottoms to the Birkin bag. Huh? Walk-in closet closed still with the tag. Put a rollie on your wrist, princess the bezel. Whoa. Let them know right now you on a whole nother level. Gotta make you laugh, clown around some fun. And when it comes to the business, we can get that done. Yeah, canned and fresh, have you living the best. Sit back, sip wine, pile of cash on my desk. Oh, step it up, let it rock for you. You gon' see later on, I made it pop for you. I can change your life, found love elusive. I'ma keep you safe, your last man was abusive. What? To heal your heart, cause you're bright and smart. Yeah, to prove my worth, I did it right from the start. I support your goals, see your point of view. It's what real men do, baby, anything for you. Oh, cause I got it, yes. Come on, girl, anything for you. Do it, cause I get you. Come on now, anything for you. Rock on, and I love it. Come on, girl, anything for you. Yeah, anything for you. For you, CL.
And the Matrix Studios Network.
Super pop star on his way to the top.
On his way to the top.
Hip hop extraordinaire. My man, John James in the building. You there, brother?
Yeah, what it do, bro?
What it do, yo?
What's the deal, family? Welcome to the show, man, with that hot music you got right there.
Welcome to the Russ and Stu
All right,
show,
thank you for having
man.
me.
Yo, you know what, man? Next time you do a video, I want to have my own bed and I want to lay up like you was laying up in your joint, man. That was
We
crazy.
shoot videos all the time out in L.A.
But I'm just talking about you had some nice things up in there with you in that video, bro.
Yeah, that's my girl and some of my friends.
Oh, I'm
You'll
sorry.
notice that-
I'm sorry, man, but you the man.
No, it's all good.
Now,
That's how you'll notice a lot of the same girls are in a lot of the same videos. 'Cause
okay,
it's kind
that's
of like
what's
a
up.
crew thing, so.
So that's your little crew that you roll with.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So that's his girl that's on top of him right now.
That's the wifey right there.
That's
I mean, when you
wifey
do
right
on the shot where you sitting down, the wifey sitting on top of you. That's the wifey.
At the end, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
Lucky man.
God, you a lucky man. Lucky you.
But anyway, man, welcome to the show, man. We thank you for being on the show, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Was listening to the joints, man. They definitely fire, man. Definitely feeling it, man. Let everybody know where you calling from, man, and how long you been in the game.
I've been doing this for a minute, but I mean, it takes time to like manifest so you get your come up going. So I guess the come up's been a few years in the making, but I've been making music for over 10 years.
Wow.
But you know, like it's a long grind. They say that overnight success is like at least 10 years in the making. So it's like I feel like my come up just coming to fruition now, and all those like years of grinding endlessly are like what built the character, what built the artist. Like it prepared me for the road I'm on now. So. But yeah, I'm living out in LA. I'm originally from Canada though, Calgary, Canada. That's
wow.
My home city.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Now I want to ask you, man, like, how is it, man? How is the hip hop in Canada? How's the difference for you to be a Canadian hip hop artist? How has America treated you, man?
They treat me really well, actually. You get a lot of love down here being Canadian because it's kind of like, oh, you're not from the country. Like it's just like it makes you more interesting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta leave. I think it's a lot. Like when you leave the local scene, the perspective like changes. Like, but when you're up in Canada, there's not a huge scene, especially on the west side of the country. Like the Six has it popping. Obviously, Drake put on heavy, and then The Weeknd, and Tori. I mean, and then a whole bunch of other people like, you know, on their come up too. So, but on the west side of the country where I'm from, it's like a lot of people doing it. Nobody's really put on for it yet, like on a crazy big level. So it's kind of like I felt like I had to leave there to like put on for it, kind of like Drizzy did. I mean, he always kept the city on his back, but he ended up bouncing out and like expanding, and that's what really put the city on. So that was part of my move to LA. And also, I mean, anyone who's ever been to California knows how addicting this place is. It's beautiful women and 24/7 summer time. We don't get that in Canada, I'll tell you that. You know what it's like up north, though.
Who are some of the people who influence you, man, to get to the point where you at right now?
Oh, there's just so many. It depends on which chapter of my life. Like, anyone from like Russell Simmons, just as like a mogul and some of the stuff he teaches and some of his stuff I've read of his, to like hardcore lyricists. Eminem was really big for me in my childhood. So was Pac and Snoop. And then anything from like even other genres musically. And then like MJ. I love MJ. But it depends what chapter of my life, really. Like there's chapters of my life where I get like so into an artist, and then like, you know, you always have love for that artist, but you're in a different phase. Like I go through phases of different artists. So I'm just a fan of like art and like the culture and like the true people doing it from like a pure place. Like if you're really making it from a pure place, you can tell the difference between the like, you know, guys faking it and the guys really about it, living it. So I'm just a fan of the culture and the art and hip hop and shit.
So when you ain't feeling like you in the Michael Jackson move, what do you do? Put on the leather pants or do you do the moonwalk? You can tell the truth.
I just think I'm just more inspired by his artistry as a whole. Like he's like, if you were like an alien visiting this planet, you'd be like, damn, like this guy's like, is this guy eating the same species as these other motherfuckers? He's just like on so many different levels, and just such an inspirational human being. So it's like I try to mix different things into what I do too. Like I come from like an action sports background, so I'm like skydiving in my music videos, jumping off bridges, buildings and stuff. So it's like it's a different thing than like Michael's dancing and all his stuff he did. But I try to like kind of the Michael influence comes in when I start incorporating other elements into my artistry.
Now we got this video. You got the video right there, right? We're gonna tell us the name of the video and tell us what was the whole, like, how did you come up with the whole idea of that video right there?
I guess the video is just like it's one of those tracks that's describing like the hottest girl in the scene. Like it's just like one of those like compliment the girls, they turn it on. It's like up tempo, it's fun, you can party to it, girls feel good, listen to it, and it's like, you know, who is the baddest chick ever? So obviously it needed that like regal, like rich, ballin', top the line girl feel, but I'm like not there in my personal life yet. Like I'm not like actually caked up in mansions. That's where the twist at the end came through. Like I'm living there, I'm like rolling with all these dimes in this like ballin' ass crib like it's mine. But then you get to the end of the video and I'm like, how do I make this relatable? And that's when I brought it in that I'm just a pool boy. I fell asleep cleaning homeboy's pool, and I guess I just kind of gave it away for whoever to see it. But that's kind of where that concept came from. I just wanted to make it like keep it real and authentic to like where I'm at in my real life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up. So introduce the video, man, to the people so we can get into that hot joint.
All right, word. This is John James, Rose Gold.
All right.
Up on the Russ and Stu show. Feel free to call in. The number is 718-239-9200. Or look us up on www.com.
All right.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live, where the unsigned and independent artist gets to shine.
A girl on fire. Let that money burn, let that money burn. Never see another quite like her. Not another one, no, not another one. They all know her name, she don't need ID. Red carpet walking VIP. Killing all the shawties when she stars on them. Blank, blank, cash in her face.
A famous rapper once said, it was all a dream.
But you know, in our world, sometimes when you wake up, you see familiar faces. And we even have them same familiar problems with the same familiar enemies. Not to mention, imagine if you get into a little beef with the Russian mafia over a deal going bad. And just to mention, an old enemy by the name of Black Jesus just gets out of prison. You see, some of us got a life that's real hard. That's why them boys stay on the block. This city, everybody can't be on top. So that's why on the east side, we call them boys on the block soldiers, warriors. This is just how it goes. East side story 2, them boys on the block.
Sense that built a strong feeling, couldn't take back. I ain't here to play no games, girl, this ain't 2K. Can't choose to lose, I make room on Tuesday. And you looking fine on my timeline. We can make them haters watch and make the time shine. I'm the type of guy that treat you like some fine wine. Take it slow while I eat like it's downtime. And I know what I want, and ain't nobody stopping me like I'm running the point. Period, I'm really serious, I'm true to the heart. Coming from the struggle with irregular thoughts. And what I'm thinking, I wanna take you through many moments to get the chance that I really own it. And you know I'm on it, you say you glad for it. I'ma be me, I guess you like them bad boys.
More money, more problems, out of money. And you wanna see how bad I be, If you like it, you gon' love it, how you saying my name. Be bad for me, bad girl. Looking at you, I might just be the one to take you to the crib, show you what it is, let me show you what it's all about.
When I step up in the club, the ladies love what they see. A young fly, hold them kid in the back, but what I could be. I'ma pull up on the spot if you got a problem and need me. I'm shutting things down and I finish my problems easy. You catch me with the crew, they slippin', we do them greasy. I take you to my side and I show you just how the peace be. Ain't nothing fairy tale, we living in motherland. Girl, if you ever need me, I'm bringing my helping hands. No worries about who judging, I always stick to the plan. You know you feeling the swag, you always stopping to glance. I know on the low you freaky, cause girl, you look at my pants. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen the next day or the next day. If we making a movie, then baby girl, I'ma press play. Call me a bad boy, I done been through things, so don't test me. I'm keeping things casual, take you places magical. The reason why I'm with you, cause
girl, you wanna be bad for me, bad for me. More money, more problems, got money, and you wanna see how bad I be, bad I be. If you like it, you gon' love it, how you saying my name. Be bad for me, bad for me. Girl, looking at you, I might just be the one to take you to the crib, show you what it is, let me show you what it's all about.
We back. I want to tell everybody over at College Underground Radio, what's up? WVIE 107.3, Virgin Islands. Shout out to all our people out in Detroit.
88.1, Chicago, Detroit, Canada,
Word.
Louisiana, Baton
But
Rouge.
ain't we about to come on a new station,
In
man?
Florida, but we'll talk about that next week. All right?
Okay.
Once again, we got the young lady, super model, super talented.
Loving Hip Hop Atlanta.
Definitely going to see her in the new movie, The All Eyes on Me.
The TUPAC bio.
Erica Pinkett.
That's right, B.
That's right.
Is in the
in the building.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, what's up, Ma? How you
what's
feeling?
Up, Ma? How you doing?
Turn up, bro.
Word,
Yo.
turn that up, yo. Turn that up.
I'm blessed, man. I'm good. I'm happy. How y'all doing?
We okay. Thank you for coming through the show, to the Wrestling Shoot Show.
We have a lot to talk to you about. Break that because the movie you about ready to be in, a lot of people can't wait to see that. That's probably the most awaited movie in the game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got a question.
It's a blessing, man.
Okay. The part that you play of the young lady, have you met the young lady that you play her part?
I hadn't met. No.
Okay.
You haven't met her. So
No.
So what did you do? Did you like read up on her, or how did you get the
I
research?
researched, pulling the courtroom documents, which, obviously had her testimony and his. I also pulled from interviews that were done, and I pulled from the actual script. With all of those things combined, I became the character.
How was it working with Benny Boom, even though, like, you don't work with him in videos and everything like that? Was it kind of hard? Was it kind of different working with him from videos to movies? How was it the transition?
No, I think a lot of people don't know how to differentiate their business life, the hype, So a lot of girls see on videos that I know for 10 years from now, I won't see them. And that's because there's a difference in professionalism. Whenever I came to a set, even when I worked with Benny Boom, I was very professional. He was always very professional. He was always on point. And so there wasn't much of a difference in his work ethic. It was just a bigger budget, and a more serious project.
Yes.
However, he had always been very dedicated to directing and creating those kind of projects visually. And I had always been fascinated with seeing these projects come together from behind the scenes, and just watching the whole process of coming to your television. But in this case, this is my first actually being in a featured film as big as this. I've done independent films before, but this is a huge thing. And Benny Boom is really, really awesome. When you guys see the film, you'll definitely appreciate his work.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see
now,
that.
other than being a reality TV star and now a star of one of the most, like my man said, anticipated movie star, you are also sort of some eye candy as we play the pictures up there. Now, what kind of model would you call yourself?
I'm actually not. I wouldn't consider myself a model. I have been in videos. People have used me for other things, but I feel like I like putting out really good images. I like putting out really good pictures, and for that, it was an editorial type of piece that my team and I decided to put out. We're gonna be playing with some fashion coming up soon. We're gonna be playing with some fashion and some things like that. So
when you say fashion, you making clothes yourself?
No. As far as like exploring different fashions and wearing different fashions.
Styles.
Okay.
Like so, yeah, I've always loved art in all of its forms, and fashion is one of them. So we're gonna be playing that. So
okay.
I actually enjoy doing that shoot. It's really cool.
Okay. Now everybody know you from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You supposed to be returning. Are you gonna be returning to it? Yes or no?
Who said that?
That's what I'm reading. I'm reading that you supposed to be returning. You might be putting your foot up in somebody.
Now, you left on a boom, right? Now, when you leave like that, dude, like, 'cause we always see, like, we seen with a couple of people when they leave, it's like, how does that work out, like, in reality? We want to know the truth since we got you.
For me, the transition between reality and figuring out, okay, now that the hype is over, like, what am I really going to do is where it's at. And I think a lot of people who are still in the reality TV realm have to decide, am I doing this right for right now, or am I really building a legacy that's going to last? And there's a difference. And some people don't want to be here 10 years from now. Some people are just doing it as a hustle to do other things, which is cool too. But if you're doing this to be here for a long time, like I am, it is time to like really sit down with yourself and figure out, okay, if this show were over tomorrow, in what direction am I going to go in? And let me humble myself to start from the bottom again, right? Because a lot of people project the pressure on these reality stars of fame. So we're walking around in the airports, restaurants, or whatever, and people are like, oh my God. But really, like, what work did we do? You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. Like, there was just a camera around. You have a scenario, you have a scene, you play it out. But what work did you do to earn that spot? So, for me, I really started back from literally the ground, popping those and just took this thing really serious, and I humbled myself, and I wanted to learn more about the film industry, acting, and really just studying technique.
What's up?
I just want to know one question. You still got feelings for Little Scrap? Just tell us the truth.
I never had them. We were actually platonic friends.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people missed a couple of scenes where he was even asked, what was the degree of our friendship? And he even said, it had never been anything beyond, but we had always just there for each other because we had been through some of the similar experiences growing up. And it was nothing beyond that. We never went on a date. It was nothing serious. But obviously, entertainment, because you guys don't want to be bored with me motivating him and trying to inspire him. And you guys don't want to see that. People don't tune into that. So we have to, spice some things up.
Had to spice it up, yeah.
So whatever happened to the outcome of the hit?
Of what?
The hit, the contract that you said it was like, what you said, it was the hit? When you know the little slashing incident, whatever happened to the incident of that? Did you ever catch up with homegirl and whip that?
It was never important in my real life.
Okay.
You know, anytime you're filming and you have security around you and you're in a situation where you can't even do anything in real life, like I'm pretty sure everybody in this room is from the hood. You know how it goes. There's no security standing around. There's no.
Yeah.
So to me, none of that was really that serious. It was never that deep.
Okay.
Emotions.
She had a job to do. She
When you think about it, it's not big. You know, it ain't nothing.
Okay.
Now, should we expect a record from you? A lot of the girls on Love and Hip Hop make music. Should we expect any music from you?
You know what? I always had really high respect for real art. You know, people that go out there and dedicate their lives to the craft and really study the blues, study jazz, study different genres of music, and they're real artists. Now, would I put out something and just do be a big artist? Never. But I do respect the music game a lot. So I'm not going to say I will never have anything to do with music. But right now, I'm not looking to be an artist.
So is there anything that we haven't touched up on that you want the world to know about you?
Even though you stole my question, but it's
that's
okay.
all right. It's still the same answer. Still the same answer. Is there anything
I
that
actually do. I'm actually in the process of writing my book called Baby Girl. And I can't wait to share that with you guys because eventually I'm actually going to turn that into a film as well.
make sure we get it?
And I want to ask you another question. How do you get 2.1 million followers on Instagram?
Who?
How do you get 2.1 million followers on Instagram?
You know what? I know maybe if I showed some camel toe or some back shots or something. 'Cause I only have
At least you honest. At least you being honest.
I only have 307,000. So
At least you tell the truth.
I might have to.
Well,
Yo, tell the people where they can find
I
you.
might have to start being the WCW or something.
Okay. Tell the people where they can find you at. Tell the people your websites, everything,
Well, June 16, 2017, you can find me in theaters everywhere, and now all eyes on me. So, but social media-wise, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Erica Pinkett, and look forward to that all eyes on me.
Erica, can I ask you a question? What was the very first video you was in?
Ooh-wee.
You don't even
y'all
remember.
gonna laugh, right? Y'all gonna laugh.
Yes.
Shout out DJ K-Slade. Shout out DJ K-Slade.
Harlem, all the way, B.
You know, we from Harlem. That's the homie. So
Harlem,
he wanted
all
to say
the
that.
way, B. That's right.
Shout out to my man K Slay, a.k.a. KG. Only us that grew up with him know KG.
East side. East side, matter of fact.
Exactly.
East side.
Yo, who was,
That's how we do it on the east side.
And Papoose, y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I was in that, but it was like very brief. But that was my first ever video. And you know I've done probably over 20 videos over the years, so that was my very first video.
Well, you know what? We appreciate you, man. You made our day. We thank you. You got our support. When you get the book, please let us get it. You know, Erica Pinkett. You know what I'm saying, Pinkett. I say words wrong.
Okay.
Russ be making me announce names wrong. It's starting to become contagious.
Hey yo, let's do a what you call it, screening party for Erica B.
Let's do that.
No
Whenever
problem.
that movie about to come out.
Let's do that, man.
We have no
We do it on
problem.
the outdoors, on the deck. We can do it real big.
in New York.
That's it. Yeah.
You can Skype it, however you want to do
We
it.
can do it
Pop.
live,
Just let
air
us
it
know,
live. We
man.
can make it work.
Word, we can make
We
it
got
work,
Pop
man.
here, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna work that
Yes,
out.
sir.
All
We
right,
definitely. But once again, thank you, man. We appreciate you, man, and we support everything you do.
You guys so much. I really appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much.
Now,
Thank you.
for all of y'all, make sure y'all go out there and check that joint out. God, it was a great show. It's not over yet? Oh, all right. You know, because one minute they rushing us off the set. Next thing that we got to do. But once again, we're going to thank my man Pop for making it happen.
Yo, Pop, thank you for making it happen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We want to thank you.
Pop,
we want to thank
he's
our
the man in
Mano
Harlem with all the
Z.
contacts. If you want to know it, catch up with Pop, y'all.
We want to thank our man St. Nick,
Yes,
my man
yes.
Nicky Taylor for
Definitely.
coming through.
My man Booker G's.
We also want to thank my man Booker G's. Let me get that book, man. Get that book. Y'all also can find this book up. I got the hiccups. Y'all also can find this book up on Amazon.com. I want to thank the young lady that's sitting over there. You understand what I'm saying? That's your girl? Okay. You want to say her name? All right, cool. See, some people, it's incognito, so I'm going to just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I got in trouble for 3 shows. I done lost a girl. Hey,
Yeah. And you about ready to lose another one. You don't never shut up.
It's okay. It's okay,
You
B.
get in trouble.
We had Dr. Miami on our show, and I was about to pay, what, $15,000 to get her back? But, hey, it don't hurt. It's
She
okay,
didn't want to
B.
come back after everything he said. Even with Dr. Miami discount.
Yo,
But,
man, love you, man.
Good night. The Russ and Stu Show.
You now rocking with Supreme. When I'm in New York, I always slide to Harlem and go see my boys Russ and Stu on the Russ and Stu Show. Stay woke and stay broke, man.
Remember they said we wasn't gonna be shit, no. Sitting here like I can't believe this. I ain't got no time for my last girl. Said I lost my job, she hit the gas, yo. Shacking up here with my mama. She don't want me here, too much drama. Roll another one, I need a shot in it. Take the pain away, make it numb to me. Take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes move.
Attention artists and labels. Contact Vertico.com today for your music promotion needs. That's
I need
VIRDIKO.com.
another shot to the head. Roll up, pour up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. Pain is pleasure. I've made mistakes. I'll never forget them. They made me this way. Cause my heart is so cold. And you want me to change, but it ain't me.
The best mix of music and entertainment on the internet. Aside from pornography, it's the best thing on the internet.
You're not trying to help, that's a problem. Fall way hard to the top. I said take another shot for tomorrow. Roll another J for the day. Yeah, I'ma keep smoking till my eyes low. Pray to God I see another day. Oh, roll up, pour up. I need another shot to the head. Roll up, pour up. I need another hit of Mary Jane. You can never feel my shoes, cause you're not like me and I'm not like you. I put it on the line and I mean that. I'm chasing my dream and I'm a cash daddy, yeah. You can never live the way I live and do none of the things that I did. Roll up, pour up. I don't need no shots to the head. Pour up, roll up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. No. Yeah. Roll up, pour up. I don't need to hit the Mary Jane. Roll up, pour up. I don't need another shot to the head. No.
What's happening? This is the R&B lover Sincere Grant, and I'm always listening to the Russ and Stu Show.
Beat Stu.
I don't understand them, Stu. Oh, they asked you, do you have a car? Something they asked them about the car.
You put car, the Harlem car.
Oh, that's hobby cars, miss.
Where do you get car? No, because of my daughter and my son, she like a car. I want to know where you buy car.
Oh, you buy it in the Bronx. And the RC shop
is located on East Tremont and Webster Avenue?
Oh, I don't know, 'cause they make me mad. The last time I go to Bronx, they make me mad. They come down, they tell me no good things. So I don't like Bronx. That's why I want. You tell me, be Stu Ray, or you tell me you make car in Manhattan. I want to get car. How long before you make business, make car in Manhattan?
Oh, I don't know, miss. I don't know, but I go to the Bronx. There's hobby shops in the Bronx. If you go to my
I tell you, I don't like Bronx. Last time they're very, very, very mean. They make me mad. They look at my kid. They say, "Kid got big head." I don't like that. They talk to my kid, no good. That's why I like Manhattan better. You make car in Manhattan for everyone to be fun.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
No, what happened? I make you mad? I'm sorry, I don't mean to make you mad. I just said that I don't like in the Bronx. They make me
Put
mad.
them on the back. Dude, play the music, put them on the back.
What'd you say? You said put them on the back, Russ?
Put me back.
I talk to them in the what's the name box. Come on, Steve, play the music. We don't have time.
I tell you, no, why he want to put me in box? You don't like? I just want to ask you about car. You tell me put me in box.
All right, we're gonna get into some music.
Just get into the music and I'll talk to her.
I don't care. You want to talk? You talk to me on radio in front of you.
Yeah. You know how we do it on Beat Stew Radio. You never know who we call it, Russ, right?
I don't care. I don't know why he don't want to tell me about car. I tell him, tell me about car.
Yo, Stu.
Yeah.
Put them in the room. I talked to her on a 101. You have to play the music.
My man Kappa's in the building.
Oh, man.
Beat Stew Radio.